Hey everyone, this is Demon Phoenix. We are here with episode 28, another great one. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy, and let's get into it.
Crawl back on the rat fuck.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steak.
Alright. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Stepan. Stepan. Anyway, this guy. He's a really good. I think he has no Nilfgaard deck. But he gives you yen.
You play.
No,
Let's have a look.
I'll play on your turn.
I don't understand with these ones though, you never have to give anything up. It's not like Final Fantasy 12. If you play a... not 12. 8. Or if you play a triple triad game, it's like, oh, you are so done if you lose this. Like, nicking your best card, which they always do. Sons of Guns. Right, I don't have... Oh, that's good. That's very good. Excellent. Now, I don't have a graveyard ability because it's suppressed. Ooh, sucks to be you, bro. What you got? Okay. Understood. Right. Gonna play that. Then I'm gonna take this. Okay, so I might end up forfeiting this round now. Because I can use the decoy, that's the word. Okay. Oh no, they're gonna take it back. Whoa, that sucks. Okay. This is gonna be tricky. If I commit to one of these cards, then I have to commit to all of them. So it's whether I want to give up on this, or do I want to pile on? I don't have my leader card to ensure that I get these back, but aside from the decoy, I should be alright. Right, let's try these. We'll commit to winning this one. Okay. Right, so we probably win this one, let's be honest. Also, and then we just completely punt on this round and then summon everything back. Right, so they've got a lot more cards, but I get 2 cards for free and Ceres. So it depends on if they have like a Biting Frost or they can medic Villain Tretameth back. Yeah, there we go. Well, that was disappointing, but we knew they had that because they decoyed it back, right? Bring back another 10. And now they're like, oh, he's only got 1 card, what could he possibly have? But we've already used one of the Shield Maidens. Oh, lame. I was going to say, unless they have a Biting Frost. Well, that sucks. Right, fine, I'll replay him. They just had perfect draws for all of that, so it's like, yeah, whatever. Yep, alright. And it's got the suppressing of the leader ability, which is actually a pretty key thing for this deck, so yeah. Irritating.
perhaps you should come.
Perhaps you should lick my...
Oh,
Yeah. Alright. Alrighty. It is annoying when that cancels the leader ability. It completely changes how the deck plays. I could just switch the deck around a bit, but I'm not going to do that. Right, we don't want that. We don't want that. And that's why it's a bit more boom or bust when it's like this as well. Because it's a lot easier to get a bit screwed on the actual draws you get and things. Alright. Sup, yo? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I'll take that back. I'll also take that back. Play this one first. See, they're getting a lot of cards from this. That's why it's important to have the 3 decoys. Oh, nice. Cool. So we're in that one, but they've got a large card advantage, which is obviously not ideal. Now, let's have a look. We'll play this first. Okay. So they play the spy back again. And what do I want to do? I'll play this one just to get rid. Okay. Now, I don't want to be using the Mardrome on that, I want to be using it on the melee one. So we'll go with this first, just to see what they play. Right, so now they've got that. Might as well punt on this round. But it also means that I can play this one whilst they've got Dandelion. See what else we get. Right. That's quite interesting. So I do want to play one of these Mardromes now. Now I have one each for this one as well. Right, so they played quite a lot of cards there. Depends on how many medics they have to bring them back. And I do of course get 2 random cards at the start of this. So it depends what we get. Well, that was a bad draw, but never mind. Largely depends on what they play, so they're probably going to play another medic. Right, so they bring that one back, which is an odd choice because they could have played the 7 strength one instead, so that's odd. I can play Olaf from my graveyard, or I can play this to double up. So we shall see. Or I can play the other spy again and get more cards. So we'll see how we go first. See what they want to play, what else they want to play. Okay, so they've got Vil. Interesting. Huh. Right, we'll scorch that now, so we can get that done. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, because I've not played Gwent for a while, if I double up this row and then play Olaf from the graveyard, it will play Olaf on the ranged row, I think. I might just try that. I want him to play Villain Tressameth. Oh, that sucks. See, I don't have anything siege, so other than that one, that might be a problem. Especially because they have got Villain Tressameth. So there's no point me playing anything like the Berserker or any of those until they played Vil. So they just played Vil there, that's cool. Oh, I think we win that because we get the 10 there. And then they've already passed, so boom. Nice. Cool, so we beat Stepan second time for asking. With not that great a hand. That's why it's important to have the decoys in there. Yeah. Right, so Yen goes right in the deck immediately. So Yen goes in the deck. Probably take Cambi out soon. What have we got? Because it is good, but it's also quite boom or bust. Because you have to get rid of it afterwards. Eventually I'll take those long ships out, but I don't have enough units to be able to do that right now. So we'll take Cambi out for now. I like to keep it at the minimum possible. How many of the special cards have I got actually? Obviously I've got the 3 Mardrome. No weather cards in there. Don't. Yeah, I can live without the weather cards. 1 Scorch, 2 Horn, 3 Marjoram, 3 Decoy. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I do prefer having Dandelion and 1. Just having Dandelion and 1 of the Commander's Horn, but I don't have Dandelion yet. Right, so now we've got random people to play as well for Gwent. Play some of the random people whilst I'm in each area. So yeah, we can play this guy. Now most people I'll beat, so I can afford to bet a little bit more. Not like you lose a lot when it's 10 crowns anyway. But, yeah, whatever. So there we've got Ermion. So we don't actually need that Mardrum because we've got Ermion already. So let's have a look. We want to play these ones. The only problem is if I commit to this, then I also have to commit to Ermion, but I'm fine with that. I'll put these 2 down. We can't scorch them yet. We got Tala. So I'll put Ermion down, see if they've got a scorch. Boom! Nasty. Right, so I'll take Tala. They'll probably pass soon, I would think. Yeah. And then I'll pass the next round. They'll win because it's a Nilfgaard tie. Oh no, it's Northern Realms. So they'll get an extra card, but they'll have to play another. And then I'll either start off with 32 score in the score in the last round, or they will or it'll play the spy on their behalf, which is cool as well. So, yeah, so there you go, get another one of those. No, it's not a great draw, but never mind. They've used a medic there, which is useful. I'm going to play Tala before I play the others. I'll play these first, because I don't want to be summoning another longship if I play Tala from my deck. Don't want to be summoning another longship from the deck. Alright, so that gets a ranged one. So then there's not as much point in me getting anything from the graveyard, so I'll just make sure that they can't get anything else back from there first. And then we'll play these. Just play through all the cards now, pretty much in order. They're gonna run out of cards before I do, so I'll just play Tala first. And this is why playing the Mardrum deck's a bit less consistent, because you might just get the Mardrum when you're pulling extra cards like this. So it's not as consistent, but it is more fun, in my humble opinion. Could have done with using Burner first, but if they scorch anything, then I'll be able to resummon it with her anyway. So that's cool. Do you have a Scorch, or do you have Biting Frost or anything like that? Doesn't look like it. Ow. Sucks to be you. Yeah, not the best played game, but quite an easy one in the end. Right, that's that sorted. What else have we got? We've got the Armourer and the Blacksmith. We can play both of them. Reynold. Is Reynold one of the other spies? I kind of feel like it is one of the other Nilfgaardian spies. I can't remember.
Greeting.
Might be. Definitely sounds like a Nilfgaardian card anyway. So there's this guy and the Blacksmith. Can play both of those as well. Right, don't want both Commander's Horn. We don't want both of these either. 3 decoys versus a Scoia'tael, that's not brilliant. Oh well. Let's have a look. We'll be able to use those for Burner Brand anyway, so that's kind of cool. Detty Singram, that's a cool card. Yeah. Love that card. What else have we got? So we can always play this, and then that adds a nice 16 score, and then pull it back again. I like the Scoia'tael deck, it's quite cool. It's good when you've got Dandelion anyway. Take that back. I take it back. Ooh, that's not fun. That's a pretty good looking deck they got there. Right, so they somehow still got card advantage, that sucks. Oh, okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to graveyard the other one. Am I going to graveyard the other one? If I graveyard these, like, you know, get rid of them, then it'll summon 2 of them back just the same. That is kind of cool. Or I could decoy, do Burner again, and get the other one back. Do I want to do that? Is that worth a decoy card? No, I don't think it's necessary. Graveyard those first. So we win this one. They do have card advantage, but they can't have any more spies, and they don't have anything in the graveyard, and there are quite a few medics in the Scoia'tael strategy, so yeah, we should be alright. Maybe. We'll find out. Alright, so they get the muster for that. Still pretty good. So now it's just going to come down to a bit of brute force. Hopefully they have a Scorch or anything so that I can bring it back afterwards. Not quite. There you go. So they scorched that, which is great. Little do they know that we can bring it back again. Nice. And they've nothing to medic back, which is why it's a really powerful leader ability to have against Scoia'tael and Nilfgaard, because it stops them being able to medic like a million cards back, and just makes those ones completely useless. Those 2 of the healers, they're the same. Yeah, Havakar healers, both normally really good, and in this instance instead completely useless. Cool. Looking a bit ropey for a minute there. Oh wow. And that's why it's devastating sometimes to be able to clear out the graveyard. Especially, it really screws over the Scoia'tael deck. It is quite funny when you do that to a Scoia'tael, because it's not a great deck anyway. Dwarven Skirmisher, and as we are laughing at the Scoia'taels, we get a pretty poor Scoia'tael card. Oh well. You just get so many of the good cards a little too late for it. Like, you already got an amazing Northern Realms deck or a good Nilfgaardian deck, depending on your random finds. By the time you can get stuff like Milva and even have a good Scoia'tael deck or a passable Scoia'tael deck. So I have done Scoia'tael like this. I've done it on a playthrough, and it's quite a fun deck to play, but it's definitely underpowered compared to the others. Right, so no Mardrome cards, so get rid of both of those. Oh well. Let's see what we've got here with the Ice Giant. If you don't have the Mardrome cards and you just use this to try and bait out the, you know, good muster cards and things, I'll send them all back to the graveyard with the leader ability. The problem is if they decoy one of these back and you do the graveyard thing, because it clears both graveyards, when they put it down it'll pull these from the deck again. But instead we are just going to take these back and win with one of these. And again, that's just so that we can do the graveyard ability, ensure that it pulls these 2 back and that it restocks the muster on this one. So we'll do that. Ah, so that's the Commander's Horn one. Make him play a few more cards there. Got the Frightener. Yeah, brilliant. So they just wasted the Vampire then, they only get to keep one of the cards for it. And it wasted their card count, went down by another one there, which meant it pulled one from their actual hand and not their deck, which is one of the problems with playing the all muster cards of the monster deck. So we try and bait another one out from them. Oh wow, and they just played the Crones as well. So even if they muster both of those, it's like, yeah, you just won this, but you played your two best cards, both of your musters, right away. So it's like, that's not great. They only get to keep one of them. So at best they've only got 6 score going into the next round, whereas I've got 16. And they've only got 2 cards. And I've reset the muster on this one by sending the others back to my deck. So yeah, what have you got? They got Draug, ooh, interesting. But I've got Hjalmar. It's interesting because like the Yen and Triss dynamic and Hjalmar and Cerys are interesting because like Triss and Yen are both 7 points, except Yen's a medic and Triss has nothing else, so it's like, you know, clearly Yen's better than Triss in the eyes of whoever designed the Gwent cards. And Hjalmar's pretty standard good 10 strength hero card, which is all well and good, and then Cerys is like an absolute monster that summons 3 shield maidens and can be 46 points instead of 10, and it's like, gee, I wonder who they thought was the better character. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, we could fast travel, or can we get across here now? We should be able to get across here now, really. Got the letter and everything, I think. Sorted.
Watch your step.
Tiny bit of experience for that. And complete the Thou Shalt Not Pass. Very cool. I love all the different references to many different pop culture and you know, meme type things like that. Being Gandalf, obviously. Could take some of these, but yeah, we're good. It's a long queue to get in. Right, where are we going now? We've got to win Olivier's card. Can't remember what Olivier actually has. And the one from the Innkeep at the Crossroads is a really good card, but it's a Nilfgaardian one, so I'm not that bothered about it in this particular playthrough. We do want to get the big city players ones because that gets you a series card, which is really good. So we're in Oxenfurt now. We've just finished that particular quest. Do we then want to maybe fast travel back to Novigrad because it's a long way? Yes, I think we probably do, so let's fast travel instead, now that we have completed that quest. Right, I'll fast travel back to Novigrad, and then we'll pick it up again after that. Right, so, plan. Win Vesemir card, for a start. Then go and beat Marquis Serenity, then you beat Dijkstra, no, not Dijkstra, yeah, Dijkstra, then you beat Dijkstra, then you beat the elven dude who has the Ciri card, so yeah, let's get that. Woo.
You.
Alright, let's go. Stake me a card, but again, we're not doing anything, we're not putting anything up, doesn't matter if we lose. Alright. Scorch kinda useful, Mardrome, got one of the Mardromes. Nope, don't need to, switch one out. Got Yen, that's cool, because that means that we can play Olaf, yay. Okay. What do we want to do? Let's get these sorted first. It's only going to be the one, so we're not too bothered about bringing it back. So again, we can transform it and then sort of take one of the longships back as well. You can get them to play more cards, and then again the Scoia'tael deck depends quite a lot on the bringing things back from their graveyard with the medics, and we don't have to do that because we can just send them back all to the deck and stop them being able to do that, especially if they're going to play more of these. And it will also reset the muster on the longships again, so could get rid of those 10, which would mean 18, and then I could win with one more card. Do I want to do that? So 2 more cards, so I'd have to scorch that, then play another card, then we win. I think I will do that because we do want to be beating those if at all possible. So we'll take the win, and then instead of getting everything from the graveyard, we'll just let them play something and then go from there. In fact, what I can do is I can play Yen, bring the Krakon crate back, the Crack Warrior back, then I can scratch everything from the graveyard so they can't medic anything back, and they get this turn to medic something, and then if they don't, then tough luck. And then I can play the other Crack card, and I'll get the 24 this round from the Type Bond, and then also the 24 next round, because those will be my only 2 cards in the graveyard, and they'll bring those back. So it's pretty good. That'll put us at 31. They'll have to play another card because they can't draw because I won the first round, and I start off the next round with 24 extra. Yep, so they play that, go to 37, and boom! Ah, I love that. There's the Vesemir card that we'll be taking from him in short order. And depending on what they do, they could like Biting Frost or something like that, but even if they were to do that, then I could just double up on the Siege Row instead. So they've got 1 card. There's nothing they can really do. So we'll play this there first. And then even if they had a Scorch, it'd get rid of those 2 13s and we just double up the other row. So what else have they got? They can only bring back a 5, so yep, we win. Smashed. You can do some fun stuff with the Skellige deck. I really enjoy it because although it's not as good as the Northern Realms or the Nilfgaard, it's still very strong, and it lets you manipulate things with the leader ability, and you still have to think about it, but you can do some really powerful stuff. It is very fun.
Tried you.
Right, don't need to add Vesemir to the deck because he's just a pretty bog standard 6 strength card. They did my boy dirty, but he's very good early in the game. So if you're playing Gwent normally, obviously he's one of the first ones you play when you get to Novigrad, or you can come to Novigrad straight away and beat Vimy, and then go and try and beat Marquis Serenity after that, and then it's sort of put on hold until you get the ability to play Dijkstra. But because Dijkstra is not revealed as a character at that point, if you win those 2 quests, if you win those 2 matches, so you beat Vimy Vivaldi and then you beat Marquis Serenity, it actually sort of like completes the quest and gives you the leader card that is normally the reward for finishing all 4 of the players in the Gwent Big City Players thing. So that's quite interesting. You get a leader ability early, although I think it's just one of the Scoia'tael ones from what I remember, so not exactly any great shakes, but an interesting thing to note all the same. Get all this stuff, see if there's anything to pick up around this side. Right. Cool, so we've got to play Marquis Serenity, who is here. She's also the person you buy, although you can buy it from the Gwent Obsessed Merchant from Harps of Stone, in just near Carston, west of the Vegelbud Estate. So I've normally got them already by this point. What leader card is that? Is that the one where you see 3 of the opponent's cards? Right, let's have a quick look. We have got Serious, which is excellent. You can play the Shield Maidens and then graveyard them and then get them back afterwards, which is really cool. Right, So I'll explain better when I've done this, but let's see. So I can play this one, get them to play a couple of their cards. Is that the Torrential Rain one? It looks like the Torrential Rain thing. Yeah, pick Torrential Rain, yeah. So they're just playing hero cards, which means that Scorch is not useful yet. But I can play Ermion. I don't really want to do that just yet though, so I'll play Crack to try and bait them into playing something else. And then I can force them to do something a little bit more. Oh wow, she's got all hero cards, that's crazy. So we're going to go pretty heavy on these cards then, try and get her to use a bit more. Right, so we'll see if they've got a medic. It's probably the best opportunity I'm going to get to use my Scorch. Wow, look at those hero cards, that's crazy. Got like 50 points purely from hero cards. 16 there, that's quite nice. Scorch is that. Right, so what I'll probably do is just bring that back, try and win this round. Oh, grim. And then manipulate the graveyard after that. Okay. Right, but she's only got 2 cards and I've got my ability for the 3rd round. So I just got to win this next one and then we're good to go. Right, so that's pretty terrible. I can bring back the Vidcall, or even this. So that's going to be 8 for this round, which is better. And I do need to win this round, so we'll go with the Vidcall. Nice. So now what will happen is I will scratch these, and that will send this one back to my deck from the graveyard, and that'll mean that all 3 of them are available to be mustered as well. So we use the leader card, they run out of cards, and then we win. Because we summon that back, we get those 2 cards, and then we get 46 from Ceres because she's insane. Boom! I love doing that. I love when Ceres is your last card and she's just like an absolute amazing last draw. It's such a satisfying feeling. You don't understand? Because I got the Skellige deck and it's cool. So yeah, get wrecked. Get dropped! So yeah, she gives you more van. I think he's just a normal like 10 strength hero card, so that's kind of cool. But, like, yeah, we've got to play Siggy next. Siggy plays guitar. A bit tuneless, apologies. Siggy Stardust. We looted all this stuff. I think we have on various trips when the guard's not been paying attention. Not that stuff though.
Unbelievable. A Witcher Novigrad. What will?
I kind of want that white bear hide, but it's just not worth starting a ruckus with. So I don't want it that much. Still got about 8 or 9,000 crowns anyway, even after buying all that alchemy stuff from Toussaint. So we gotta play Dijkstra. Yeah, so if you do those 2 games and play Marquis Serenity before Dijkstra's revealed in the story, then you just get the leader card for the Scoia'tael. I think one of the Francesca Finbar leader cards. You just get that for winning those 2, because it's like it's almost ended but not quite. It's really weird. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. See, now these are just pure filler, and this is the problem with having the Mardrome and the Longs and the Musters, is that if you have to mulligan away the Musters, then you also want to you know, you have to sort of almost waste these because you don't have the Mardrome for them, which sucks. Mysterious Elf, Grim. It's like the worst card they can play against you. One of the absolute best cards. Okay, so make him play a few more cards, especially whilst those two are tied. If he plays the third, 7. Oh damn! I was going to say, but the bad news is he might play the catapult instead. Do I just give up this round, or do I ditch one? I'll ditch one. This is going to be tricky to win though. Damn! I should have scrapped them with the Scorch when I had the chance. Okay. Right, so if I do that, then it's still going to make them... I'm going to be winning in my other rounds with very high cost cards, so I do want to be trying to force in them to use him to use as many cards as possible. Right, so I give up on this, unfortunately. Now, then, I'm just going to pull back one of the others with Yen. Or I could use that, and that would give me 46 points, and then graveyard the rest. No, because I've already played one of the Shield Maidens, haven't I? Right, so I'd need to do this first. Right, then I win this match with this round with Ceres. She summons all 3 of those. Bam! Win this round because they've already passed. Then I get 2 of the Shield Maidens back at the start of the round. Then I bring back the 3rd one with Yen. Then I Commander's Horn them, and unless they've got Scorch or Vil, then they just lose. He loses. It depends what they've got, but they can't medic anything back. Oh, why is it my turn again? That sucks. Okay. Well, that's the only alternative I've got for that. So there you go. Nothing for them to medic back. That's pretty cool. Apart from, oh, why did that not get rid of theirs then? Oh, because they medics it back with Yen, did they, last round? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Yeah, that's cool. I bring the 3rd one back, and unless they've got Biting Frost or Vil or a Scorch, then I win. And if I don't, then it's hard lines. Cool, I win. Because they'd have played whatever else they had to lower that score, they'd have played it already. Ooh, sucks to be you, bro. Absolutely stomped on. Again, very satisfying. Doubling up the Ceres and everything, Ceres, is really cool. Ceres. Right, sorted. Last person to play is a Scoia'tael person, and the Scoia'tael person gets Ysiri, which I 100% want to add to the deck. So before I go playing a load of other random people in Novigrad, we'll go do that. And then I'll think about if there are any other cards that I desperately want to try and add. So we want Geralt. In fact, I had said that it was going to be like a full-on Gwent episode, but what I might do instead is can they see me from here? No. Ha. What I might do instead is to go to Skellige, which will mean doing a different quest, so I might have to think about how I just break these up and just mark which bits are Gwent. Might have to mark them as chapters or something. Yeah, we'll see. Because I kind of want to go and get the Mysterious Elf card, because it's the only actual spy that you can have before, so that I have the full strength Skellige deck for as long as possible. For as many of the matches against random people as possible, so I can sort of show off how the deck works if you get it properly done in the sort of like odd order where you get all the best cards for it. So that includes getting Yen, getting Ciri, we've already got Yen, so getting Ciri, getting Geralt of Rivia as a card, and also getting the Mysterious Elf, which has to be done from, that's where you do a fist fight, where it has to be done by doing the Grimace quest. So normally you get it really quite late, but you can do the Grimace quest early, even on Deathmarch, and get it early. So I nearly always do that because I love Gwent so much. I love getting Mysterious Elf and having it for as many of the matches as possible, because obviously the earlier that you go and get that, the more matches you've left for yourself to play later, which is really cool because then you get to potentially use Mysterious Elf, the card, which is, spoiler alert, anyone who's not seen it already, I don't know why you're watching the full playthrough if you've not seen it already, but it's Avallac'h. And it used to be actually just called Avallac'h, the card, because that's the character. But obviously that's quite a big spoiler if you didn't know who it was going to be in the actual game, so that's quite fun. Don't want to be fighting those wolves, so we'll try and... Is that a wolf? Oh, it is a wolf. On the bridge. How weird. Where's Roach? I don't want to be fighting the wolves, I want to be riding away from them. That wolf just stuck there on the bridge, how bizarre. It's only a wolf. It's wet. Honestly, you'd be scared about massive, scary Timberwolf type thing. They are like terrifying actually, wolves, Timberwolves. Proper wolves. Really weird film called The Grey with Liam Neeson. Not a bad film actually, but it's a bit of an odd one.
It's you.
It's you! Yep, sorted. There we go. Anything interesting to buy? Not really, always random stuff. Couple of books, yeah, don't care about that. I don't think. I don't recognise that book actually. That's kind of a good one. Superior Dolblathana sword. That's kind of good actually. I never buy swords or anything, but it would be. Anyway.
You play Gwent?
Do you?
Yeah,
Fine.
there we go.
Beggars can't be choosers after all.
Well, you
Nice. So, play this guy. Hopefully beat him. I mean, I'll just keep playing him until I get the Ciri card, so I'll definitely beat him. But, at some point. Right, we don't have Ceres, so... We only really want to keep one of those, so we'll swap out this one. That gets us another Shield Maiden, which is awesome, and then we'll swap that one. Damn! Alright, well, that wasn't the best swap, but whatever. Right, so we have got Yen, so we can play 2 of those. So I can have Olaf in 2 different rounds. Oh, I should have mulliganed the Mardrome. What was I doing? Wasn't paying attention. Right, so for this one, not going to want to double that up, but it's not going to do any good. It's just wasting it. There should be a Siege Mardrome card. That would be cool. I wonder what it'd be. I don't know, you know. Be pretty cool though. So they got this pretty weak muster card, so not that fussed about that. I am effectively a card behind though, so that kind of sucks. Right, this works out well. Because I basically get to play one more card. I don't have to use my leader ability for this one. I'll just play one more card, and then whichever of the 3 doesn't get brought back, I can replay with Yen. So, yeah, we'll just pass that. They can have that round. I mean, should be alright, maybe. Although they do have the leader ability. I've just realised that might be the Biting Frost one, which would be less than ideal. Damn. Okay, well, we'll see. I might get done over by that. Never mind. Should have played Yen first. But it's alright, because they haven't played a medic yet. It'll give them one more chance to play a medic though, so I should have used my leader ability. I should have played Yen, brought one back, then used my leader ability next turn. If they've got that Biting Frost, I am going to be losing a lot of... Oh no, they don't have a bite. Oh, they might do. Yeah, I think they do have a Biting Frost still, but... Well, we'll have to see. If they've got any medics, those are now useless. That's quite high scoring though. Nothing else I can do about that. So, just see what their last 2 cards are, see if they've got the lead ability available to them. And that being the case, I'll put the Commander's Horn there instead. Do you have the Biting Frost for your leader ability? No. Weird. That's weird because it was showing as usable.
Damn it all, I'd so hoped for victory.
Cool. That's weird. I think they misplayed that one. I think they did have the Bifrost available. But that is a pretty clean part of pretty clean way to get to 16 points, so that's cool. Was that with only 25 experience? I was just that close. Cyrilla Fiona, Ellen Rhiannon, and Francesca Finderbar. Cool. Sweet. But 1 point. Look at that. 1 point over. So, what do we want? What would we want? We'd probably want crushing blows of the two. Maybe. I don't know. You know. Probably crushing blows. But we're not going to use it just yet. We do want to put another mutagen here because we've just unlocked that. Might as well go with, what do we want to go with? Do we want to go with red or do we want to go with 7% attack power, 10% sign intensity? We'll go with sign intensity. No, we'll go with attack power because we now have the superior Petri filter, and so we would be able to just get the special effects of all of the potions anyway, because one of the superior Petri filter raises your sign intensity by a good chunk, but it also means that it should always trigger the side effects of spells. So like Igni should always burn, Ard should mostly knock down as far as I'm aware, things like that. I could put that to the test in this playthrough, but that's how the description reads. But it always was sort of almost counteracted in a way by the messed up way that the sign intensity and sign resistances worked in the New Game Plus before, but now it's a bit better balanced, so we'll try it out. We can test the theory. Roach gets stuck. Right, so we can play the Baron. He's one of the people that we can play. That just gets you the Dijkstra card, and I don't think any from his quest are particularly good ones to like. Yeah, so you win one from the Baron. Who else do you play after the Baron? You play Maddie, you play the Boatman. They both get your hero cards, but neither of which can go in the Skellige deck. And then also you get one of the Crone cards from the Soothsayer or the Seer or whatever in some little out of the way place, so we're not bothered about that. Didn't get Olivier's card, but again I'm pretty sure that's just a really good card, but it's a hero card for Nilfgaard, and so is the other one. So these are both Nilfgaard cards, so I want to do the other ones and go to Skellige the place so that I can get the Grimace quest, unlock that, and then win the one from him. So it looks like now would be a good time to have a quick break from Gwent and to go to Skellige. So I'm going to break it up. I will try and mark this as being the end of a Gwent mini section so that people can skip it if they don't want to watch the Gwent, and then this can be us going to Skellige. You're going back to Skellige next. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time on the path.